A lot of damage being pumped into either side, but OG will be the first blood. He goes down immediately. Birdering opting to try and equalize it. The Shredlock will fall. And KSA ends up taking himself out, I believe, with his Hyperspheres, Accretion, I don't even know. But at the end of the day, it feels like the Titans are on the back foot, and off the back of these pickoffs, it should be the Gladiators' cap.
Yeah, desperation time for the Titans. They need something huge, and there's no way.
There's nothing to be done here. The Blade is so clean. He gets a lot of work done, despite the fact that there was nothing to really sort of combo with it. No halts, no nanos. It does not matter for Kevster. He's able to clean up, and that's going to be the Gladiators in a very one-sided fashion, taking that first round. And he's going to try and go for a couple of environmental kills. Okay, just swinging around the podium a little bit. OG getting booped off, but the kills, that's okay. Space has been created, and the Gladiators capitalize off the back of it. It's one thing for your main tank to die, but it's another to not even capitalize off the space that he does make. Gladiators, thankfully,
using this space alongside Birdring so well. That's a great dive, though. Yeah. Much better for Vancouver as soon as they swap over to the Winston.
Just the spam damage coming in from Shockwave. 2 kills. All right, showing us what you're made of here. Birdering's going to try and clutch something up, but finally the peel comes through, so the heals.
That first fight. There's a couple of ultimates that are going to be ready to come up here. Kevster's Blade being the first one, but Shockwave's going to reply. And Shockwave's Blades have been great when he's on the Echo.
Double Genji on the field? Okay, that's a little bit greedy, but tries to go for the Blade. In the end, turned around, though, thankfully. Rolf is there with the Coalescence to collect a couple of kills off the back of it, so it's going to be a one-team fight here for the Vancouver Titans.
Fantastic, and it's been one of his strengths this entire season.
Whoa, Kevster gets a better Shockwave. And again, that beam doing so much damage when they get low. OG with the Primal Rage, knocking Kargar into the corners, taking him out. And that's so many kills, overwhelming aggression from the Gladiators. Despite the overtime, it is just futile. And the Vancouver Titans are going to be not too pleased, but the Gladiators certainly are, taking map number 1 away from them. And build up your ultimate really fast.
This is huge.
Birdering's at an off angle here.
It looks like they don't even know.
They haven't even spotted him. This is okay. The situational awareness of the extinct dodo. If I can get my words out, I can't. There's a little hint for you. But that's going to be opening it up for Gladiators. That is really quite confusing, John. He has his Blade a lot sooner than Dalton does, which is kind of odd actually, considering Mirror is on the attack. Might be opting to use it pretty soon. I think he's trying to bait out some of these cooldowns, and finally Mirror's going to be using the Blade here. Stunned up, bashed up. His team are keeping him alive and healthy, but he was just out of range, I believe, of that Immortality field. And now this gives the Vancouver Titans plenty of opportunities to roll forward with ults of their own. KSA with a Gravitic Flux pumped in enough damage necessary to close out this series, and it's just poor little Bob that they're going to be using to farm up their support ults again.
Another Ramp Matrix, so this is getting better.
A lot of ults, though, and here comes the Gravitic Flux as well. The Gladiators capitalizing off of the aggression. The Titans too far forward, maybe. They thought it was easy for him as well. Especially with what you were saying there, Josh. Biku's using the rally early in that fight, but now 2 ticks. Can anyone on the Titans even touch? One person managed to get on their Karkar, but he will meet his maker soon enough. Shredlock does have the Earth Shatter. He's got to go huge of it, though. Sends it off onto the side. It connects onto nobody. And it is going to be an easy completion. The Gladiators getting 3.5 minutes in their time bank.
Okay, well...
Ashton sliced through. It did a bit of damage. Dalton fell very, very low, but unfortunately not enough to bring him down. The Gladiators are caught. What is this from Birdring? Mirror with 2 kills with the concussion from his mind. Okay, the Gladiators have turned that around. That was the amplification matrix from Shaz. They used it in close quarters, and I bet the Vancouver Titans, I bet they thought now of being used by the Titans to try and lead and initiate in. It's going to mean the Gravitic Flux gets a ton of value. The Immortality Field keeps him alive, and Shockwave does take out Bob. Nice Earth Shatter from the side there. OG on 100 health. The tire as well. No one can stop it. Mirror with 3 kills. And that is going to be beautiful. Shockwave, I don't know why you're using your duplicate in that scenario, but Gladiators still holding strong here. It's not even final fight territory. I don't know why they're using these ults, but they want to try and turn it anyway. They do get a kill onto Mirror.
And here we go again. Rolf is about to have another one online. He's probably going to go for the exact same play. Just post up at the Mega, pop the Amp Matrix, and try and shred OG. But they look like they're very aggressive here, the Gladiators.
Done it again. What is this? Huge. The aggressive Gravitic Flux is huge. Space with 2 kills. The Gladiators, they are just going to be sealing the deal. They were a bit annoyed that they had to get up early for this match, and they want it over in as quick of a fashion as humanly possible.
Birdring's back on the trace, and we've seen what he can do on that hero.
Well, this is good, though, because the Bob is now going to start contesting the card even further. The Dynamite around the corner. It's going to be taking a ton of damage. The coach gun's pushing them away, but it looks like the Gladiators are getting the better of this team fight. See, KSA went down pretty early on there. OG with the Primal Rage. Great mechanics on Winston. A role he's incredibly comfortable on.
A little surprising
as well. That's going to hurt them. It's going to literally buy so many seconds for the Gladiators. Look at this, man. They're just sending in everything to collapse onto the high ground.
Now that's perfect synergy between OG and Space as well. And Birdring coming in for the cleanup too. This is the Gladiators with specific strats for point A on Anubis.
Try and pepper them in the background. He's going to go down to the Dynamite, surely. Oh, I think he got the health back in the nick of time. Kevster, though, busting out the blade, missing a couple of swipes. Finally gets the kill, gets two more. It gets two in total. That is going to be an easy win for them. Look at this, almost 5 minutes.
Yeah, and this is so clean from the Gladiators. It's
a lot of damage being sent into them. Shaz being harassed in the backline. Has to use the Transcendence early, but might be able to make the most of it. He's still got a Discord Orb actually there onto Shredlock. So they were able to force out his Primal Rage whilst he was Transcendencing. Small little niche mechanic there, and Dalton falling as well. Shredlock going down. Not an ideal scenario. Not the situation that the Titans wanted to find themselves in, and now Space. Gravitic Flux is going to be preventing them from even touching the cart. 3 minutes 45. Anyone? Okay. OG's going to be touching the point there. Pulling very low though, so he's going to have to throw his body to the wind. Not getting any value really out of it, and they C9.
Oh my word. They
just
C9 and use trance.
We were gassing up the Gladiators, Josh, and like clockwork, it just comes crumbling down.
All right, yes. See if they can force out some more.
Nice stick, straight onto Shaz. Great target being found there. And of course, no Baptiste being ran, so there was no immortality field to save that stick. Bigger's going to have to use a rally to try and engage, or try and win this fight, but you can see a lot of ultimates being committed now by the Vancouver Titans. They want to try and seal this one. They want to try and win this team fight outright. They're going to do just that. Gravitic Flux from KSA was more than enough to just slam in the damage and the rest of the team to clean up around.
Point A, and then they lose point B and use Primal. Oh, and this is all falling to pieces. The blade must be huge. Kevster must get value in order to turn this around.
He's putting a lot of damage, and if they can pick up this kill onto Shredlock, then it will be a worthwhile blade. You can see Birdring trying to chase it down. Has to use his recall. Now opting to try and take down.
Forwards here. OG's died with 88% towards his Primal Rage. Flux comes out from KSA as well. Big Goose has fallen. There is a Transcendence still being used here, though. Oh, OG's going to be the last hope with his Primal.
OG has to clutch right now with his Primal Rage. He has to come up big. So try and pump in some damage, try and disrupt them if he can, but he's taking so much damage. And now switching over to the stall characters, the stall heroes. Space on the Wrecking Ball, but not enough. And the Vancouver Titans.
His rollout, the zippy little man. Oh, and the Shockwave and Kaka have managed to get there.
Gravitic Flux onto the cart.
Flux is there, but this is too little too late, unfortunately.
Immortality field. I don't want to call it just yet, because OG does go down here, but KSA falling means that that's probably going to be curtains. Only a few stragglers are left alive. Shredlock being the last one standing. He will fall as well, which means that the Gladiators are going to get that hold just after that car wash section where the
their high ground, but as it is, Dalton's done a very good job at holding strong, and now they're fighting over control of Blue Box, and Shockwave's gone down.
Shockwave goes down. The Amp is going to get unleashed onto the high ground, but I don't know about that angle. They're just going to work around it, really, just playing the line of sight. Gravitic Flux connects onto only the one target, but there's the blade from Kevster now. Rally going to be committed. Primal Rage just to stun up Kevster. Push him into the corner. Someone needs to touch this cart, though. It's dangerous scenario right now for the Titans. This is the series on the line for them. But look at that. The Transcendence gets committed here by Shaz. We're going to send it in. That's going to contest the point. No, Bob gets battered back, actually, by the Primal Rage. So not going to be there to contest the point, which means they have to play a little bit more forward. That gives the Gladiators a bit of an edge in this fight. Can they press the advantage? Can they get the win? Birdring popping off on the sidelines here. They have to consolidate. They have to find these pickoffs. Birdring again with another one. Kevster, the DPS duo for the Gladiators, coming up huge right now. Finding so many pickoffs. And with the overtime finally burning, eventually they will get what they came for.